Hello, Mrs. Richards. I'm here to talk about the decision for the Coors brothers to appear on 60 Minutes. First, I want to start off with a brief history of Coors' labor relations. In 1937, the UBW was invited into Coors. In 55 and 57, there were strikes that lasted for months, which Coors eventually won. Throughout the 60s, there were other groups that also went on strike, like the electricians. And by the 70s, Coors labor was mostly non-union. In 78, the UBW was officially voted out of Coors by the workers. And by this point, 20 unions had been so-called busted at Coors. After this, there were allegations of discrimination and other things. In 1975, the EEOC filed a lawsuit against Coors for discriminating against women and minorities. Coors vowed to do better and change. The allegations from the union specifically were that the polygraph tests during hiring were unethical and asked personal questions such as someone's sexuality, that they also discriminated against women and minorities in hiring, and that Coors would search people's personal property for things like drugs. The challenge with 60 Minutes is that the entire staff in the interview are extremely intelligent and are going to ask very difficult questions. These would be questions that we're not necessarily prepared for, and they're there to cause a reaction. Now, they will also have inside knowledge from David Sickler and others, whether they're current or past employees. This is also just one of the most popular shows currently, so there will be millions and millions of viewers, whether we appear on it or not. Their stated goal, though, is to show that a fascist state exists at Coors. This clearly shows that this will not be a friendly interview. This will not be an easy interview, but it may be a needed interview. Which goes into my point that the Coors brothers should appear on 60 Minutes. We need to be friends with the press. We need to talk to them. We need to be the ones that they talk to when they get information. If we keep with our policy of no comment, we will slowly and surely be buried in negative publicity. We need to tell our side of the story. We cannot just let the unions state what they want and have no reaction from us. If we do that, there will be nothing but bad things that people and the press hear. To do this, we'll need to train the Coors brothers. This is going to be a tough interview for them. They're going to be asked questions that will most likely make them angry, make them want to say things that will hurt the company or promise things that we don't plan on keeping. To do this, we'll put them through a program of extensive mock interviews. They will do this, and the interviews will be just like as if they were on 60 Minutes, just as tough as questions, all the way down to the lighting. It will be the exact same as if they were on 60 Minutes. We're also going to train them through some major talking points, like that this is a family-run business that stands for the core American values that built this country. McCarty also started a program to help Coors relations with minorities and women. And the whole reason why Coors does not need the unions is because we have excellent management that cares for their workers. And to exemplify this, you see that unions were consistently voted out of Coors. Unions did nothing for our employees besides take some of their paycheck. We also just have a product that is extremely American. It is something that anyone can enjoy, from a movie star down to a normal, everyday man or woman. This is extremely important because our profits have been dropping. Whether it's because of the union boycott, negative publicity, or just increased competition, we need to get our name out there. We need to get our story out there, and we need to defend ourselves from these untrue, malicious attacks.